Hey guys, it's Ross Scott on the Space Coach. So continuing our journey through the Rise of Skywalker Visual Dictionary, we're going to have a look at the spread about the Death Star wreckage on Kef Bir. And here is its spread. You can see, here's the second Death Star. This red box is the area of the wreckage that we see in the film. So it's part of the super laser dish and the equatorial band. So let's see what it says about it. Death Star ruins. Dominating the horizon of Kef Bir is a massive band of wreckage from the second Death Star. A section of the battle station's equator rises like a mountainous island from the churning ocean. It is so large that it shapes the moon's weather, and a whole new ecosystem has been formed by the creatures that it has displaced. As it rots, eaten away by the salt water, each year, millions of tons of industrial toxins seep into the oceans. Debris washes up all along the coasts of Kef Bir's principal ocean, artefacts of the galactic civil war. That any of it survived, or that the moon itself survived such a colossal impact, is a miracle in a star system filled with the unexplained. So, here, mountains of metal. The main wreckage rises many kilometres above sea level. That's super laser lip, it says. The most visible feature is the collapsed southern edge of the super laser lens concavity, which is this. Well, all of this, really, of the dish. Rough weather ahead. The wreckage affects air and water currents, building violent storms. That is all of this very murky looking weather you see in the background of the clouds, and of course all of the waves. Cliffs of Dead Empire. Company 77 has coined a macabre name for the coast. And you see the coast there. This looks like it's a ship, but it might just be rocks, I'm not sure, or wreckage rather. So we also have some polar wreckage. A section of the station's northern pole has separated and fallen in front of the main structure. And obviously Palpatine's tower and throne room was on the north pole of both Death Stars, although he only used it on the second one. So that is where that comes from, with the throne room and all of that. And that is here. This wreckage. There. Surfs up. Tidal stresses from complex lunar orbits create 120 metre tall waves. And that was an effect, you see the waves here, that was very well done in the film. All of the waves on her journey across to the wreckage, and then during the fight with Kylo, where she's, well, it's just giant waves that spray everywhere. It was really, really well done. So let's see what else it says. Fact file. Most of the Death Star's interior has been shattered beyond recognition, though some stretches of corridor and chambers remain remarkably intact. These areas are mostly waterlogged and filled with debris corroded to point of collapse and thoroughly dangerous to explore. There's also here, one of the corridors, you see the stormtrooper buckets lying about. That was something that was really interesting as well, seeing all of the stormtrooper armour just lying about, wondering, have those corpses that were inside just decomposed away, or is it just wreckage, basically, armour that's just been washed out throughout the ship? But there was stormtrooper helmets and bits of armour everywhere in the corridor. So what it says there, Rey can't help but be reminded of her exploration of Imperial era wreckage in the graveyard of Jakku. She navigates past control corridors strewn with Imperial debris, smashed TIE fighters and empty stormtrooper armour picked clean by carrion eaters. Carrion eaters. We have our answer. It was bodies. Instead of the pervasive heat and sand of Jakku, sea air permeates the ruins, corroding vast stretches of it. Then there's just a bit about ghosts of the past here. Rey's clues point her to the remains of the Emperor's throne room, the polar wreckage, located in a demolished tower that once capped the Death Star's North Pole. Here the Emperor kept a vault for his captured Sith and Jedi relics. As Rey climbs her way through the debris and nears her objective, she feels the presence of the dark side, and her connection to the Force once again shows her haunting images of a terrifying future. Empress Palpatine. In the very throne room that sealed the fates of Darth Vader and Darth Sidious, the patterns of the Force reunite Rey and Kylo Ren in conflict, and that was a fantastic lightsaber fight as well that the two of them had. So yes, that is what it has to say about the wreckage of the Death Star and the impact it had on Kef Bir. There is a separate spread for Kef Bir. We will of course be doing that in due course, but for now guys, I just thought you'd like to see this particular spread. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for a common topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.